Hey guys, it's Graylin. Welcome. Today we're gonna try something new. Today we're gonna try a tier maker list. And this one, since Crown Tundra just got announced, it's coming out 3 weeks from now. I thought I was gonna make a DLC tier list of the Pokemon. Which ones would be viable for VGC? So I set this up. Here's all the Pokemon. I know there's some duplicates. I'm seeing Crobat accidentally put their on there twice and stuff like that. But we're gonna go through those. These are the officially announced ones, I guess. They were like an elite, and stuff like that. So we're gonna go through them. So for Jinx, I don't think there's Jinx on here twice, so we'll just remember not to do that. I don't think Jinx is gonna be viable, at all. Like, it's fast, but again, there's a problem with ice types on top of that. Crobat, I think, is going to be pretty good. I believe Crobat gets Tailwind. Let's see. I believe Crobat gets Tailwind. With that, it's Poison type to go against Fairies. It's pretty fast, and just because of Tailwind viability, we need more fast Tailwind users. It's definitely going to be Nidoqueen is definitely an A. Nidoqueen's bulky. I like its typing. I think it also gets Sheer Force, but it doesn't really matter about that. It's just the typing, the move pool it gets with its bulk. The stab moves it gets are great, like Max Earth when Dynamax is really good. But because of that, I'm putting Nidoqueen B, because I believe Sheer Force. It would be better if Sheer Force procced it when he's in Dynamax, but he doesn't. Excuse me. So for that case, I'm gonna have to put in B because his ability doesn't work. Like Poison Point, no one's gonna use that. A lot of Poison Stall doesn't really work well in VGC. But it's in B because its move pool is pretty good, just like the Nidoqueen. Electivire, unfortunately, I love Electivire, but I'm gonna have to put it in C. Like, it's an okay. It's just I wish Motor Drive was more like Storm Drain, or it absorbed it, but it doesn't. And on top of that, it boosts, I think. Motor Drive isn't as good. If Motor Drive was like Storm Drain, then he'd be definitely in B. But other than that, I'm not a big fan of him. Like, I'm a big fan of his design. I wish it's a Pokemon that's cool, and I just wish it was better. Magmortar. What is Magmortar's move? Magmortar's ability is Flash Fire. I'm putting Magmortar in B. I believe it's Flash Fire. Magmortar. Again, this is my opinion. I mean, if yours is different, then go for it. Just let me know. Let's see, Magmortar, Flash Fire, and Vital Spirit. Vital Spirit. I mean, I find it better than Electivire in that point. In VGC format, I think it'll be doing good because it's a good Fire type, has really good special attack. These two. Kabutops is going into Aerodactyl. Again, we're talking about Tailwind. It's a really good Tailwinder. It's a rock flying type, so I mean, it's pretty good typing, and it's just a move pool. It's pretty good for physical user. Rock Slide, Stab, it's really good for that. There's a Crobat in here. Second Crobat. There's a second Nidoqueen. Let me just get rid of these. Second Nidoking. I think that's it. It's just those 4 that are doubled. I think. Yeah, those are the only ones doubled. Alright, Omastar, I'm gonna put it in B, just because I believe it gets Swift Swim, and it's a pretty good, it's decent, in my opinion. Again, it's my opinion. Zapdos is S tier. Zapdos is amazing. Again, another good Tailwind user. Great typing, other than like it has immunities to ground, which is one of its which would be one of its weaknesses. And I believe the only weakness it has is Rock. So it's really good on that, and it learns Heat Wave, Thunderbolt. It's really good Pokemon in my opinion. Articuno C. So is Moltres. They're just type-wise, they are. And again, I'm not putting the Galarian forms in here, the Galarian form, because they would be in the Unsure section, because I'm not sure about them that much. I mean, none of us are. But back to these two, their weaknesses, Rock hits them really hard. There's other Mons that are better, like Moltres is just a weaker Charizard, in my opinion. and Articuno is just not that great. I haven't seen Articuno used, like, I've seen Moltres at least used in VGC, but I have not seen Articuno at all. You know, I'm gonna put Moltres up 1. I'm gonna put Moltres up 1 because this is like bad. Dragonite, I'm gonna put, in my opinion, I'm gonna put an S tier. I think it's gonna be an S tier mon, mainly because first off, it multi-scale and both of its abilities are great. It's a great physical user. It's fast. Inner Focus now, you can't get Intimidated dropped. So pretty much, if he's Inner Focus, Intimidate's really heavy in VGC, and it can't get Intimidated. So its attack still stays. And then multi-scale is just great. I mean, you Dynamax with it. Weakness Policy, Dragonite's gonna be amazing. He's also one of my favorite Pokemon, so I'm a little biased. Let's see, Entei's A tier. In my opinion, Entei's A tier because first up, it gets Sacred Fire, which is a guaranteed burn physical move, and in a move you want a guaranteed physical, and I think it's like a 90 or 100% accuracy. So it's a guaranteed burn on an opponent, on top of doing damage. So it's like it's a better Burning Jealousy, in my opinion. And then just his move pool is great. He's a really great physical attacker. He can learn Earthquake and stuff like that, and he's base fire, so it's really good for your water, fire, grass trio that you usually want in a VGC team. Raikou, well, Suicune's an A. I know that. Suicune's really great. I believe it gets Tailwind, which, again, when we're talking about it, he's in the higher part of A. Just because Tailwind's really good. Like, really important. Speed's really important, and a bulky water type on top of that, base only water, it makes it really good, and its move pool is really pretty good in my opinion. Raikou, I'm gonna put in B. Not much. Raikou's not much mainly used. I would like to use Raikou a lot, but it's really wants to be physical, but it doesn't really get that much physical electric moves. Lugia, I'm gonna put in B. I wish I could put it up higher, but its typing and then just its move pool is really lacking. I don't think it gets Tailwind, but it's really lacking. Meanwhile, Ho-Oh, I'm gonna put up 1. I feel like it's gonna be great. And the format I'm talking about is gonna be, this is a mix. So if we're talking about, you know, the legendary format, or if we're in a restricted format, which they did at the end of Sun and Moon's thing, where they allowed box art legends and stuff like that. So we're gonna put those in there. I also put mainly just last evolutions. There's certain ones I put like both forms in, like Celio's in there, Sheldon, because, you know, Evilite and Meditang, just for fun. Blaziken, I think is gonna be A tier. Speed boost, its move pool, it gets bounce. So for the speed, like the Dynamax forms of it, moves are really great. It gets attack boost, sets up Sun. I believe it gets a ground move for special defense. Like, I feel like it's gonna come back as a threat, like Mega was. Sceptile's move pool is really bad. I'm gonna put it in C. Unless with Grassy Glide, actually, I don't know what Sceptile's base attack is. Sceptile's base attack is, because it's really fast, but hang on, this is live. We're getting this base attack. I mean, it's decent. I mean, its base attack is 110. That's pretty good, and speed. It's. I'll put it up 1. It's B. I feel like it would be better in this format with Dynamax and stuff like that. I don't think it's gonna be used a lot, but I might use it. Might make a Nash team, you know. Swampert is gonna be an A, just for typing in general. It has what, 1 weakness, which electric, and then yeah, freeze dry. But I believe, well, if it was Mega, it'd be A. Actually, I forget. Swift Swim's only Mega. If it got Swift, because the Swift Swim setup, I think its other move, I don't know what its other move is, but it's gonna go there. Aggron, unfortunately, is gonna go bottom. It's just like it's like a weaker Rhyperior in my opinion. Like, I love the design of Aggron, but its move pool and stuff like that aren't really that great. The Mega made it a little better with Filter, but Altaria again is one of those that, like Swampert, and it gets worse because there's no Mega for it. Dynamax is great and all, but it doesn't have anything really going for it because you don't want to. You're probably not gonna make Altaria your Dynamax target unless like need it to be. Credilli, I'm gonna put it in C. It's a really good typing. I don't think it has any. I think it's like weakness to ground, maybe, and fighting, which is very prominent, but also lacking because Armaldo's never been good. I'm gonna put it down there. Absol's never been good. Doesn't really have that much. I mean, it has magic bounce, or I think Mega has magic bounce. So, but it's not good. Celia. I think Eviolite Celia would be fun. I'm gonna put it in B. Celia is not that great. Walrein, I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna C. Walrein, I'm gonna put in B. Just because it's bulky. I like that. It's a good typing. It has that water type. Relicath, no one's gonna use Relicath. Shelgon, no one's gonna use Shelgon. Salamence is gonna be A tier. I feel like all the pseudos are gonna be amazing with Dynamax. With Dynamax, on top of that, it gets Intimidate. It gets Moxie, which are both great Dynamax things. Oh, Intimidate's great in general in VGC. And then it gets Max Airstream, a Stab Max Airstream. Because I believe it gets Hurricane, so if you want special, it gets Dragon Pulse, Draco Meteor, so it has Intimidate on top of Max Whirlwind, so it lowers attack like a lot, and it's just, both Stab are really great. Metang, I feel like it's going to be good with Eviolite. It's very, well, it doesn't get that much, I'm going to put it here. These Eviolite users, yeah. Relicath's going to be a lot of fun, okay. Metagross is going to be amazing. Like, that is going to be a threat. Under Tailwind, Trick Room, whatever. Psychic Terrain with his max, like, Stab. It gets Meteor Mash, Max Steel Spike to make it more bulky. Like, it's going to be a threat. And then going in with Earthquakes and stuff like that. I feel like Registeel is the best one out of these three. Regirock, no. Regice, no. Registeel has actually had some play in VGC. It's pretty bulky. Weakness, Fire, and Fighting, yes, those are like Pokemon usually people run, but it's seen some play. Latios is an A tier. It's actually, I think, topped. Latios is down here. I think Latios is the faster one, that's why. Kyogre and Groudon. Groudon's A tier. Groudon, because you can Dynamax legendaries, and Groudon as it's defense boost and already has the sun setup, so it's a stab. Well, it's only ground type. Kyogre, I feel like is going to be A tier. Rayquaza, it doesn't have its Mega anymore, but with all the weather, I feel like it's going to be better used. Spiritomb, I'm unsure about. Garchomp's going to be A tier, just because it's fast. Sand teams are gonna I feel like they're gonna bring the bands back. So the band's gonna be gone, Tyrantar's back, and this Sand Force or Rough Skin. A lot of people use Rough Skin in VGC. But on top of that, the stabs, again, talking about Dynamaxing it, this is definitely a Dynamax target. Whirlwind lowers attack and special defense boost, which is lacking in special defense, so it actually helps it out a lot. It's fast, its attack hits you like a truck. Oh, there's the copies. Mesprit, I feel like Azelf's the only good one. Uxie's bulky, but I feel like Azelf's the best one just because it has the best special defense and defense. Dialga's A tier. Dialga resists its own typing, Dragon. I think its only weakness is it resists Fairy. I think Fairy's neutral to it, Fire's neutral to it. Like, its weakness is, I think, Ground. Yeah, it's just good. Palkia, I love Palkia more than Dialga, but Palkia has to go down one. Yeah. Heatran, that's an A tier. Magma Storm, a lot. It was used in VGC a lot. Its typing's really good. I mean, sure, it goes like ×4 to ground, but it has a really good typing, a good Steel type. That's the reason you can notice like Steel. Fairy is very dominant, and its typing is really good for Regigigas. Now, I would have put it in C tier, but I'm gonna actually put it in B tier, and because neutralizing gas is a thing. If you duel up with neutralizing gas and Regigigas, it gets rid of his slow start, so he's gonna start hitting like a truck. And then Max Strike, it's Stab Max Strike with Giga Impact, do a lot of damage since it's Regigigas. And on top of that, I might put that in A tier. In my opinion, my personal opinion, I think it's gonna be great. Well, that's what's neutralizing gas. By itself, it's probably gonna be B tier. What is the difference between these two? Giratina, B tier. It's just a now that Dragapult's a thing, it's just a weaker Dragapult. Celestial? Cresselia. Cresselia A tier, it used to be a lot in VGC. It's a really bulky Psychic type Trick Room user. I believe it can set up screens, and I think now it can get Mystical Fire. So it's just, and probably can get Ally Switch. Everything's getting Ally Switch, so it's going to be a really good support mon. Victini, I'm unsure about because again, I don't know if it's added, but I don't know if they're going to use it like even in a restricted format. It's not used because it's a Pixie-mon. So those are like the event Pokemon like Zeraora, Darkrai, and stuff like that where they don't really use them. So I'm gonna put that on unsure because I'm unsure where it would be. It'd probably be B tier, but I'm sure Audino's trash. Like I don't know why they're adding Audino. I don't know. Like they could have put a different Pokemon there in the spot. Audino's even Mega was trash. It's normal type. Doesn't get the good moves. Caracal is a good Stealth Smash user, but I'm gonna put in B tier. Archeops, again, just like Regigigas, I feel like it's gonna be amazing with neutralizing gas. Because the problem with it's weak as crap because of weak armor, but it hits like a truck. So with neutralizing gas, I feel like it's gonna be a Cryogonal is bad. Tornadus is gonna be great. It gets Prankster. Regenerator, that's A tier. But other Terrarian, I feel like their Terrarian forms are going to be here. That's why I added them. But I feel like he's going to go up to A tier again. Like he was used a lot before because of Thunder Wave. But they nerfed Thunder Wave, but he's still Prankster and Tailwind. So I feel like he's going to be used a lot. So he's A tier. Landorus is going to be A tier, and then Terrarian form is going to go back up to S tier. Intimidate user, hits like a truck, ground flying, has no real weaknesses. Electric doesn't affect it. Ground moves don't affect it. It has neutral, like Genesect again is a unsure mon. Tyrantrum's not good. Aurora, I'll give it a one. Carbink, it's the worst Klefki. Xerneas is F tier. If you haven't experienced, if you were new to VGC and you have not experienced Xerneas, Xerneas is amazing. Like Xerneas, Geomancy, if you follow me, Geomancy, on top of its ability makes fairy type moves 1.5 stronger. On top of Geomancy, boosting it by 2 stats. Big threat, on top of you can now Dynamax it and set up stab fairy move and then set up for a boost. Like Xerneas is like top tier. Like I can't wait to use Xerneas. Yveltal, I believe that's A tier. It's not as good because its move is more. It doesn't have a boosting move like Xerneas does, but it still gets stab, and I feel like Dynamax. Its good moves are good with Dynamax. Zygarde. That's why I put Tyrantrum in C. Zygarde's like a better Tyrantrum. It's faster. I don't know about in VGC though. In singles, it's pretty good, and it's probably they're not gonna make its 100% form legal. I feel like dog form is B also. Diancie. Is Diancie legal? I don't think Diancie's legal. Volcanion's not legal either. Oh, Tapu Koko A tier. Tapu Lele A tier. Tapu Bulu S tier. Tapu Bulu. These three are mainly. Finny's really bulky. They're great typings, and now with expanding force, Tapu Lele is going to be amazing. Like if you thought the combo of Indeedee with expanding force is good, wait until you have something that hits like a truck with special attack. Tapu Koko is always going to be special. Dynamax form of it is going to be great, just in general. Bulu, the only problem affecting it is ×4 to poison. It's in my opinion, it's if it gets Grassy Glide, maybe it might be better than Rillaboom. I think it's a Rillaboom might be a little better just because of typing wise that it doesn't have that fairy typing that hurt, but it also has a fairy type no resist against other things. Nihilego, I love Nihilego. I'm gonna put it in A tier. It's fast, and then Mox. On top of that, you have to realize all the Ultra Beasts get Guzzlord's bad. Kartana's great. Celesteal is great. Like it was great before. All of them get Beast Boost. These two are probably the best two, in my opinion. Blast Fallon, I have not used it, so I'm gonna put that there. Xurkitree is an A tier. Buzzwold's A tier. Singles, this is good. I have not actually tried it in VGC format. Stack Attack's bulky. So this is my, I think these are all good. This is my opinion on everything. I think the best things are going to be used is S tier. I'm going to try to use a bunch of the ones in S tier. I mean, I'm going to try to pretty much use everything, so I'm going to try to catch everything. And then I'll be testing around a lot of the stuff. What's your opinion on this tier list? I'm actually going to see it. What's your opinion on this tier list? Let me know. Again, this is my opinion. You can move it around if you like. I'm thinking what's more viable, what's stronger in DGC. Again, the bottom 4 besides Spiritomb. Spiritomb is just a bad Sableye. Like, Sableye gets Prankster. So I'll just put it there. But what's your opinion on this tier list? Let me know. Leave in the comment section below. If you liked it and you want to see more tier lists, like, subscribe, and then comment below saying, yeah, you want to see more of these type of tier list videos. See you guys.